What's up, Biz Peeps? This is John from CrossFit Genesis. We're going to take a tour of the box so you guys can see what we've got going on, problems that we fixed, solutions we found, and maybe identify some other pain points and come up with some ways to solve those. It's Friday, midday. We've had our morning class today. It's hot out. As you can see, the big door is closed because it's going to be over 100 degrees today. So we're keeping it closed, keeping the AC going. When clients come in today, they're going to be coming in through our office right here. So I'll show you what that looks like first. This is it. This is where the magic happens. This is the command center. Little cluttered in here. We've got a lot in here. We've got a 1,500 square foot space with part of that being this office and part of it being a restroom. So in terms of storage, we don't have a lot. So extra merchandise ends up in here. And some other random stuff. It is a little cluttered, it is a little tight. There's two of us mainly working in here, me and Beth. That is one of the, I would say one of our pain points is that we both share a desk right now. As you can see, Beth with her laptop with a beautiful pink sticker kicks me off to the side of the desk, makes me use the folding chair because that's how we roll. So I think we could work on that a little bit, maybe get some more desk space in here. But that's what's up. Cabinets over here have extra t-shirts, is mainly what this cabinet's for. The rest of these have some other merchandise and just office supplies in them. There's one over here as well. On this whiteboard, this is the calendar, the event calendar that we live and die by. We do a lot of work on this, probably look at it every staff meeting as well as several times during the week in between. Alright, let's go into the box, into the main gym area. So when people walk in, first thing they're going to see is the cubbies and the fridge. I'll come back to that in a minute because I want to show you guys the full space. This is the full gym. This is where the fun stuff happens. Pro shop stuff over here. I'll point out something on the floor. We've got a full view of it. The wood platforms you see in the middle of the floor were something we added, not just because it's cool to have lifting platforms, but because that helps us quite a bit with people knowing where to put the racks. When we have 4 squat racks, so when we're in a class, we pull those out, they go on the wood platforms. Saves us a lot of effort when we're coaching a class, like directing traffic and showing people where to put things. Alright, so let's go back over here. Cubbies right here, this is where people store their stuff. Trash can in the corner, breaker box, that's a little ugly. I'm not sure if there's much we could do about that though. Got to have it somewhere. Down at the bottom, we've got a lost and found in that blue crate. Black crate is clipboards, pens, stuff like that to keep score during workouts. Over here is our cooler with coconut water, fish oil, regular water, merchandise sign-out sheet. Up here, this is our only merchandise sign-out sheet in the gym because we just don't have that much space. I don't think we need another one. This is a little bit of a pain point though. I don't know if there's anything on here that's too difficult right now, but people do sometimes struggle to write down all the necessary information so we can ring it up. Sometimes they don't know what to write down for the size or the flavor of something that they're purchasing. Sometimes the writing's not legible. Sometimes they just get cute, and for the flavor of fish oil they write yum. And then Beth has to call them, or somebody has to call them and follow up and figure out what it is we're supposed to be ringing up. So that's a bit of a pain point we can work on. On top of the fridge, right now we've got a ballot box. We're taking votes for a slogan on a tank top we're designing. We got some brochures and flyers. By the way, this is, I haven't done any extra cleanup in here since our morning class, so what you see is what you get. Looks like somebody left a water bottle that needs to get thrown out. Over here on the other side, flyer from a company that gives us some discounts for our members, some stickers that people can put on their cars that we just give away, some brochures for a race that we thought some of our members might be interested in. Above that, we've got our referral board, our referral thank you board. So there's a leaderboard for referrals that we have here, as well as a list of recent referrals and details about our referral appreciation program. So we're trying to get information out there and let people know that we really do appreciate them bringing their friends in and showing them what CrossFit's all about. Okay, so if I turn around, I'll show you guys the rest of the pro shop. Stuff's a little crooked, hanging kind of sideways. That could use some work, but this is it. T-shirts, tank tops, shorts, consumables, some equipment, stuff like that. Not all of our stock is out here, so if somebody doesn't see the size of a t-shirt that they want, they have to ask us to go in the office and look in our cabinets and see if we can find it. So that's a little bit inefficient, but I don't know that we have enough space to do much more with it. Over here is our price sheet, and this is a bit of a pain point. People don't always see this, so they end up asking us quite a bit what the prices are on things. Also, I have to confess, I don't think everything is listed on here right now, so we need to get on that and get that updated. Below that, you'll see our bench press benches. There's another one over here. We store those over here because it's a pretty convenient place to store them, but it's also a nice place for our members to hang out and sit before or after class and just chat and hang out. Right here is our iPad for attendance check-ins. This goes to a Zen Planner check-in kiosk. That works really well. People are pretty well trained to come in and check in, so that saves us a lot of effort keeping track of attendance. To the right of that, we have a class schedule, hopefully avoiding as much confusion as possible about when our classes are. To the left, we generally have some magazines out that people can take and read on their own. Above that, we have our new member board, so people can say hi to the new faces around here. All right, I'm going to back up again and give you another view of the gym so you can see what's going on here. We have 2 GHDs sitting against this wall. We don't use them very much in class because 2's not really enough to do much with, and they do take up a lot of space, so that's a bit of an issue. We use them so little, really, we could get rid of them. The only reason they're still here is because some of our advanced athletes use them in classes, but they do get moved around and kind of get in the way quite a bit, so that's not ideal. Above that, our better than yesterday sign is one of our wall ball targets, as well as the blue line below that. You look off into the far distance in the shot, there's another couple blue lines, and there's one more spot in the gym where we have some wall ball targets. That's what we use there. As I walk forward, next thing you'll see, a couple whiteboards, PR board on the left, main WAD board on the right. I'll go back to that in a second. To the left of the PR board, we have a place to hang flyers for events. We have a sale on Original Nutritionals fish oil right now. Go Logan. And a sign-out sheet or a sign-up sheet for events. So this is right in our main gym area, so people can people will see it. It'll be in their face. We can get them to sign up while they're just hanging out during, after, or before classes. Plyo boxes stacked up around the whiteboard. Don't really seem to get in the way too much there. It's not too bad. Color-coded blues are 8 inches, black are 12 inches. There's still some confusion about that. Not everybody knows what height those are, so we do get questions about what size boxes they need to get in classes and stuff like that. On our main whiteboard, over to the left, we have a couple clipboards. First one on the bottom here is our renewal paperwork clipboard or membership agreements. So when somebody renews, we take care of it over the phone, but we fill out the paperwork and have it sitting here for them to sign whenever they come in for class. Above that, we've got another clipboard where we list out class announcements for our coaches. So this way our coaches know what they're supposed to be talking about in class. We try to keep it to the top 2 things, so they only have to worry about talking about or announcing or reminding people about 2 things that we have going on. If I walk over to the right of this whiteboard, you'll see there's a tray for dry erase markers, eraser, timer, camera, etc. And of course everything is sitting right below that on top of all the boxes. We actually do an okay job of getting stuff back in there at the end of the day. It's usually not too much of a mess, but as you can see, sometimes it doesn't happen and everything just sits out on top of the boxes. All right, back corner of the room, we've got a, what you're looking at is a kind of a privacy wall. Behind that is our bathroom. I'll walk back there in a second. Jump ropes hang in there. Different length jump ropes are color-coded. We've got some sit-up mats right there. I'm not going to really go into the bathroom because it's too small to get a good shot, but it's the nicest room in the gym. It's clean generally, and it's done up pretty well. Back here behind this wall, the other advantage of this wall, in addition to kind of giving people some privacy getting in and out of the bathroom, it gives us a place to store some cleaning equipment, mops, brooms, vacuums, stuff like that. Continuing to go around the room, here's our pull-up rig. This is a pain point for us for sure. A little bit small. Ideal class size for us is about 12 people, and that's pretty tight on that pull-up rig. So what we'd like to do eventually is build a big pull-up rig that goes all the way down this wall and get rid of the pull-up rig in the back here. But this is what we got for now. Over here on this wall is our chalk bucket, our chalk bin. This was actually made for us by some of our members. It was a Christmas gift a couple of years ago. Pretty cool. In the back of the room, there's a whiteboard, another whiteboard for muscle-ups. Anybody who's gotten a muscle-up has their name on this whiteboard. And next to that, our PVCs are just leaning in the corner. It's actually not too bad. They're not really in the way over there too much. Over here, our squat racks. They're tucked over to the side, usually not in the way, although if you want to do muscle-ups on those rings, you have to pull out the squat racks. But other than that, not too bad. On the wall, a couple hooks for pull-up bands, smalls on the left, mediums on the right, and a sign to indicate where those go. That works out pretty well. Not too much confusion there. Barbells are here, color-coded with tape. Red, yellow, green, or purple, and a sign on the wall that tells you what weight those are according to the color. Although a lot of our members don't seem to see that sign, and so we still get questions about what weights the bars are. Down here, some dip attachments for the squat rack, which sit there and hardly ever get used because they're a little bit of work to take in and out. So they mostly just sit there. Don't get in the way too much, but they're not used. The pile of rope you see there goes up to some parallettes attached on pulleys at the ceiling. That's an idea we stole from CrossFit LA. That's pretty nice. It keeps them out of the way. We can get them down pretty easily when we need them. Next to those, some banners for some companies that sponsor some events for us, and our big leaderboard. The way our leaderboards work, members, if they get a leaderboard PR, it goes over here on the lower left. They write it down there themselves, and then once or twice a week, somebody comes through and updates the leaderboard with those numbers. Also on here, we have our baseline workout for intros and a little key that we use that makes it easier for people to figure out how much weight is on a bar. If they're using a 45-pound bar, it kind of saves on the math. Below that, we have our bumper plates. These are a bit of a pain point because they get messy, and people don't always know which ones are which ones go into each pile. We need to get some PVCs to stick down the middle of those and label them somehow. That would make it easier. You can see a couple bumper plates over here on the right are 15-pound bumper plates. We have exactly one pair of those and some 5-pound bumper plates. Then we have some metal that gives us some additional weight and some extra change weight that's sitting on the floor because we don't have enough room on this rack. Kind of messy, kind of ugly, but they don't really get in the way too much. So we haven't done much about it. Dumbbells here. These are, I think, a major pain point. They're not stacked in any kind of order. We have a hard time keeping them in order. They take a lot of space, and honestly, we don't even use them that much. So that kind of bugs me, but that's where they are. They're still there. So something we could do, I think we could do better on. Next to that, kettlebells, all color-coded with tape and a sign on the wall that shows you what weights they are per the colors. The funny thing is, actually, a lot of people don't even know what their weights are anymore. They just go according to the colors. So I think there's some of our people that if they went to another gym, they'd be like, "Where's your green kettlebell? I don't know what weight that is. It's just green at my gym." It works out nice. It keeps things from getting too confusing. Med ball racks are here. Those are pretty cool. However, I'm a little concerned that when we get more medicine balls, I'm not exactly sure how we're going to expand this rack. We'll have to figure it out. This shelf right here carries collars, lacrosse balls, ab mats, cones, weight vests, etc. There's some foam rollers on the bottom. I actually took one out so you could see We're using 12-inch foam rollers now. We used to have the big 3-footers, but they were a pain to store, and honestly, you can do just about everything with the shorter ones here. There's a slosh pipe in the corner that we hardly ever use. A fan on top of the office. We do have AC, but the fan is nice as well, and there's a switch hooked up to that down here. Our members all know where it is, so they can turn it on when they want. I'll try to get a shot up here. On top of the office is some storage. So we keep a lot of supplies and stuff up here, tables that we use for events, things like that. The only way we can get up here right now is by getting a ladder out that's hiding behind the door in the office. I'd like to make this more accessible so we can use it for more storage, maybe clean up some other areas in the gym, but that's the way it is right now. All right, guys, I think that covers it pretty much. I'm going to take a quick scan around the room, see if I've missed anything. If you have any questions, certainly let me know. If you see anything that we could do better, there's the ropes, by the way, hanging from the ceiling. We've just got 2 of them right now, although I'd like to add some more. That would be easy enough. If you see any if you have any questions or see anything we could be doing better, I'd love to hear it. Sometimes we're living with it, so we get used to it and we become numb to it. So if you see some pain points that you would hate or that you think we could do better on, please let me know. We'll definitely get on it. Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon. Hey guys, quick addendum. I forgot to point out our rowers. They're stacked up over here, leaning up against the wall, put away, kind of crammed in there. This is sometimes a pain point. You can see the rower lanes that we've created. We've just gradually improved those and added to those to try to make it clearer for our members, because there's always a bit of confusion about how to put these away, sometimes about how to get them out. It's not too bad now with these rower lanes here. It could possibly be a little bit better. There's sometimes still some confusion. People especially don't realize they need to put the handles down or fold the computer down when they're done. But it's definitely a lot better than it used to be now that we have these guides on the floor. Anyway, I think that's it. Like I said before, if you have any ideas, let us know.